Hello, I'm Kayleen Welsh. I'm your guide for this online experience of the 12 Holy Nights, and I'm grateful that you're joining me. The way this works, I think all the information that you need is included in this email. There's a few different pieces, but as you might want to flag or mark this email so that you can come back to it and find all the links, because everything that you need to participate is here. And I want to encourage you to participate as much or as little as you can. I'm grateful that you're taking the time, and to me, it's a reflection of your commitment to yourself, and that's really what I'm all about. I want to work with people on returning people to. I mean, it's like care of the soul. How do we find out? How do we go to our core and come from that best place of who we are, and we emerge into our truth as really that we are spiritual beings having a spiritual experience in a human body. There's some, we are more than this earthly thing that we've got going on. And we know that more and more all the time, both through quantum science and myth and ancient history and a lot of different ways. And the 12 Holy Nights is one of those beautiful, beautiful cosmic events that we can gain knowledge of through both myth and mystics. It's a story that's carried through the years, through eons, since the dawn of time, I guess we would say, right? So this is a special energy. Started with solstice, building until tonight. Builds this intense, powerful spiritual life force energy pours onto the planet from deep within the heart of the earth. It's been building since winter solstice. It builds until midnight on Christmas Eve, and then continues to pour over the planet and all life on it for the next 12 days and nights, 12 holy days and nights, which are considered to be a pause between the years, like a space in time, a significant, minuscule version of the year ahead, a little encapsulated energy point that we can use so that we can reflect on where we've come from, reflect on the year past, look forward into the future, and yet we stand at this line in the center. And that's what we're doing with the 12 Holy Nights. We're taking a pause. And so I'm grateful that you're joining me in this pause. And we will explore through this experience 12 different aspects of the divine. It is said that these 4 archetypal energies are, the building blocks, the pieces that come together for us to live fully human and fully divine, that we kind of hit the enlightenment, that we turn on the light in our own being, that we allow ourselves to express more light, the more that we're able to work with and contain these energies of these 12 different astrological influences. So that's what we're going to explore. Starting tomorrow, we'll start with day 1. That's the first holy night. Technically, we consider the holy nights as occurring from sunset to dawn. Of course, today's Christmas Eve. That's when I'm recording. This is Christmas Eve. Getting ready to go to a gathering party at my daughter's home. Looking forward to engaging with friends and family over these next days. And it's a little tricky as we maneuver outer life and inner life. So I want to just encourage you just to do the best you can with it. When the schedule is down or you have some opportunity, make room for reflection and silence. Candlelight is nice. Maybe no TV is nice. Look for ways to kind of maybe shake up your routine, or with a little bit more attention to the sacred. How do you connect with that holy space inside and get a reconnection with your own sense of what is holy to you, your inner holy? So what do you need to know for details? Let's see. I made myself some notes here, so let's see if I got anything on there. The email will come every day, so the first one will be tomorrow morning. They'll occur for the next 12 days, and there's a bonus one on the 13th one on January 6th, which is the Feast of the Epiphany, which is the conclusion, essentially, of the 12 Holy Nights. They've come to an end. So there'll be, but that is when we have the chance again to just step and evaluate and look at what have been the gifts of this experience. What have we gained? What are we taking forward as we out of this 12 Holy Nights experience. So we'll look at that a little bit with that email on January 6th. And then that evening, we're going to be doing a Zoom gathering so that there is video. We can all gather in a group, anybody that wants to participate, but just to talk a little bit about what was the experience, what was easy, what was difficult, are there pieces that you particularly enjoyed or that were particularly meaningful, just to really kind of more anchor some conversation around what do we do with this now moving forward. So the Zoom link is down below. There's also a Facebook group where you can come, and then I would encourage everyone to just stop over there and say hello. Just a little bit about who you are and what you're about, or maybe why that you even decided to participate in this. Is there a particular reason? What is it that you would like to achieve or experience through this online experience of the Holy Nights? So just come over there and make a couple comments or say hello. But so that Facebook group is called Holy Nights Online. I think I maybe have to figure out how to invite you all, but I'll so watch for that. But so you'll get this welcome email now. You'll get a second email that is an audio. And I'm going to encourage you, I wish I could have included it with this, but it gets a little tricky technologically. So that will come in a separate email, but watch for that. And that's a little bit longer presentation. It's probably about 45 minutes, I don't remember exactly, but that talks a little bit more about the 12 Holy Nights. My understanding of it, where is some of the history, what is some of the myth and stories that have come forward with this. And so there's a little more information there. And I'll share some more of that information as we move on through this experience. In the Facebook group is where I'll probably be showing up. I mean, you'll get the daily emails, but I'll show up live a little bit more occasionally anyway, or with posts in the Facebook group. So come over there and hang out and say hello, and that's where we can chat and talk. It is nice just to think about, remember the idea that this is an individual experience. And yet, as more and more of us do this work, I mean, as we all are engaging in clearing and healing and expanding consciousness over this period of the 12 holy days, it's amplified. This group thing amplifies things. It amplifies the energy and enhances the experience. So just know that as you are doing your own inner work, you are doing work both for the group, this container that we're holding together in this space, as well as what will ripple forth for humanity. The work that we do on us is important work. I want to take a breath and just say that again, because the work that we do is important work. And the energy that we process through these 12 holy days and nights, this energy moves through us, and it's like we are the channel, we're the link between spirit and matter. And so how it goes through us is a reflection a lot of where we're at in our own consciousness and how well we can be a container. I had a conversation with my son this morning, and we trigger each other. It was really almost quick to oh gosh, but that's some of the things that will even come up for you as you're exploring some of your own glitches in your own unintegrated pieces. The wounds, even from this lifetime, from the past, from ancestral line, these are the things that we're clearing and healing so that we can be a really good channel and move this divine energy that flows through us, and that in which we live, move, and have our being. This is the soup that we're in the midst of, right? It just flows through us, but as we are able to integrate these pieces of our human experience, we are able to step more fully into our spiritual experience. We've developed physically, emotionally, mentally, and now spiritually. And so we can engage with this a little more consciously, and you guys are all here to do that, and I'm grateful. So let's use this 12 Holy Nights for that. The audio will take you, the email about the audio, it takes you to a Dropbox where you can link about, you can keep that. But I guess I just, again, let's show up with your questions, either in the Facebook group or email me. I guess that's really it. I guess that's really all I needed to say, other than welcome. I'm glad you're here, and know that I really want to hold a beautiful space for us to have this wonderful, deep, sacred, spiritual, significant time of growth. Because the energy that we are able to process and emit back out is really like sending out our signal, sending out our radio signal to call back to us what we want to create in the year ahead, what we want for ourselves, how we want to step up into higher consciousness, how we want to live our lives, what we see as valuable, what's important, what's clear for us. This is our opportunity to get that kind of clarity and to really step forward in a more powerful way. And it's important on the planet right now, right? So let's do it. All right. I'll talk to you later. Reach out if you have more questions. I'll show up on Facebook. I hope that you have a beautiful holiday and a deep, abiding sense of remembering more and more of who you are. Much love. Talk to you later.